Halloween, take two. So any of you who follow me on Instagram know that I had some technical difficulties with the first Halloween video that I made. I feel like a lot of my videos are doomed. I feel like most of my videos are doomed, and I feel like I'm lucky if I'm able to actually get them uploaded without any kind of major issues or malfunctions. I decided I want to do some Halloween looks to, just kind of do something different on my channel. It's October, I love Halloween. I thought I would, I thought I'd make some Halloween tutorials. So I did a really cool hot pink and purple skull makeup with a bunch of rhinestones glued to my face, which I mean honestly is pretty basic Halloween makeup as far as what I see people post on the internet all the time. But anyway, I don't know, I thought it turned out pretty sweet. Basically, this is like a really long story, and I'm too tired to actually tell like a full story, so I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna be rambling for a lot of this video. I'm really fucking tired right now. So basically, what I'm trying to say is don't trust the iCloud, because you can think that you're putting stuff in the iCloud and you think that that's gonna like save everything for you. It doesn't. I mean, I even double checked to make sure before I erased all of my content that the entire video and all of the footage was in the cloud, and it said that it was. I looked, I saw it was all there, and then it was gone. It wasn't there. But pretty much I just kind of wanted to do something that was outside of what I normally do. And I know that a lot of people are posting Halloween makeup looks right now. And I love Halloween. Halloween is not a holiday. Halloween is a lifestyle. That's kind of how I look at it. I love it. I love everything about it. I love horror movies. I love, scary stuff. And I will not be gluing rhinestones to my face this time. It definitely took a long freaking time. It was a pretty big pain in the ass, to tell you the truth. And this makeup that I'm using today is just something that I picked up at the Spirit Halloween store. It's the Fantasy Makers by Wet n Wild Painter's Palette. That's what it looks like, and it's got 4 different colors. I just wanted to have like a base of yellow so that I could put the, the oranges and the yellow shadows and stuff over top. And other than this grease paint, everything else that I have in front of me is really just like some orange, yellow, and brown eyeshadows that I'm gonna go in and just create like the, what do you call them? Like the segments of the pumpkin. I'm just gonna go in and kind of sketch out what I want as far as like the shape of the eyes. And what's great about like a jack-o'-lantern makeup is, I mean, a jack-o'-lantern, you cut it with a knife. So it's like, it can definitely get a little bit almost like kind of half-assed and just not so perfect. I'm pretty sure that this is Rule by MAC. I just wanted to go in and sketch out the features with the lightest orange eyeshadow that I was going to use. I used a couple of different ones. I feel like maybe 2 of them ended up being from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. But as we all know, I have depotted all but 2 of my eyeshadow palettes. And from here on out, I may never know exactly what I'm using on my face. Yeah, so I haven't actually been to a Halloween party in a couple of years. And for me, like, again, like I do, I'm Halloween 365 days a year. So, for me, I love the month of October, but it's more like Halloween is like the whole month. Halloween is like, waking up and there just being horror movies on TV. Really cool decorations that I think are way cooler than Christmas. I mean, no offense to Christmas people, but Halloween is like my Christmas. Being able to find all of like the cool Pyrex dishes and, dish towels and socks, Halloween socks. Fuck yeah, Halloween socks are the best. I got like a whole drawer full of Halloween socks. I feel like it's like the one month of the year that is like dedicated to like just really cool shit, and I just, you know, I absolutely love it. But as far as, you know, like going to parties and that kind of stuff, those always end up falling on, you know, that last weekend in October. And, you know, the last handful of years now, I've actually gone to Cedar Point that weekend because it's their final weekend before they close for the winter. So I figure I might as well go ahead and, you know, spend my last weekend that I can there. And that's what I'm going to be doing again this year. And so I wanted to just, you know, kind of do some cool Halloween looks, even though I'm not going to any parties and I'm not going to be wearing these looks out anywhere. You know, I still want to do some cool Halloween makeup. You know, I'm into that. I would love to go trick-or-treating, actually. I mean, you know, I'm an adult and I can buy my own candy, but I don't know, I kind of like the idea of getting dressed up and just going door to door and getting free candy. That's fun. And who says that, you know, there has to be an age limit on that? Like, why do you have to stop trick-or-treating just because you're, you know, like a 40-year-old man? I want some candy, too. Ooh, cool story time. So this happened a few days ago. I went to the Cinema Wasteland convention in Strongsville, Ohio by the airport. But Linnea Quigley was going to be there, and I've been saying for years, like, I wish that Linnea Quigley would start doing the convention circuit. Like, I've always wanted to meet her. And if you don't know her name, you probably know some of her characters and some of her movies. She played Trash in The Return of the Living Dead. She was the naked girl that was dancing on the gravestone. Night of the Demons is like one of the coolest moments in like cheesy 80s horror history. She had an awesome death scene in Silent Night, Deadly Night. And then my favorite of all of her movies that I've seen a million times is Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. Basically, if you throw the word hooker in anything, count me in. I'm a big fan. But Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers is to me, it's a classic. It's one of those like really quotable movies.
I'm going to enjoy splattering you.
Hostile. Very hostile. Got a great set.
Yeah, I know.
But when I found out that she was going to be here and that she was doing the Cinema Wasteland convention, I was like super pumped. So I get there, and I mean, it's like she definitely had the biggest line. Like, people were fucking there to meet her. People were super pumped. And so it was my turn, and she was like exactly what I thought she would be. She was just like super, super nice. I brought the soundtrack vinyl album for Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers to get autographed. And she didn't even know that it was a thing, which I didn't know it was a thing until I bought it. I was at a record store in Lakewood, and I'm just like flipping through soundtracks, and I came across it, and I'm like, when the hell did they release a Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers soundtrack? But yeah, there it was on vinyl. I bought it. It's fucking sweet. She autographed my record, took some pictures, you know, very nice. So she was like, oh my God, I love your hair. And I was like, thanks, you know. And then of course, you know, I told her that, you know, I do hair, and, you know, I do all my stuff myself. Like, I cut it, I color it. And, you know, then she starts asking, well, what do you think I should do with my hair? She was saying how, you know, it's hard for her to find a hairdresser and somebody to cut her hair right. And I was just like, well, I have my stuff in the car. And I never have my stuff in the car. Like, I literally never have anything to do hair on me. And she was like, well, do you think you could cut my hair? But I was like, yeah. She's like, well, you know, I'll just trade, you know, because, you know, autographs and pictures and stuff for like $40. And she was like, I'll just trade you. And I was like, shut up. We went to her hotel room, and I fucking gave Linnea Quigley a haircut in her hotel room at Cinema Wasteland. Shut up. And it really was my coolest celebrity encounter ever. I mean, usually for $40, you're getting a picture, a handshake, an autograph, and I ended up getting to spend an hour with her and just kind of chat and hang out and do hair. We got back downstairs, got off the elevator. There were still people waiting to meet her. Like, it was pretty fucking rad.
But anyhow, I just kind of went in and did deeper and deeper oranges and reds. I got some brown in there. I wanted to make it kind of have a little bit of that 3D kind of look. And it doesn't have to be completely perfect because you're going to go back over it and cover it with the facial features anyway.
So matte chroma cake. This stuff is actually pretty rad. It's water activated. So I just keep a little dish of water handy, dip my brush into it. I'm going to be using a kind of decent sized angle brush to really sketch out the shape. This is the MAC 269. I'm gonna, keep it pretty basic, keep it pretty simple. The eyes, nose are gonna be kind of triangle shaped. The mouth has like the kind of scary, jaggedy teeth. But I mean, it's a jack-o'-lantern. There is no wrong way to do this. I'm just gonna get in there and sketch that out.
Now, when I was a kid, I never wanted to wear a mask on Halloween with my costume. I always wanted to wear makeup. I was always super into makeup, and Halloween was like my excuse to be able to wear it. Now that I'm an adult and I wear makeup all the time, I just kind of stick to beauty makeup. I really need to go outside of my comfort zone and really start to experiment again the way that I used to when I first started wearing makeup. I used to do kind of crazy shit all the time, and now everything's just super basic. But really, at the end of the day, with makeup, you can create anything you want to. You can become a completely different person or not a person. You can be an alien, you can be a zombie, you can be a monster, you can be whatever you want to be. I was always inspired by music, which is, where my kind of everyday look comes from. But I've also really been inspired by horror movies and makeup artists like Tom Savini. And when I was a kid, I actually wanted to do special effects makeup when I grew up. That never really happened. And it's been so long since I've done any of that kind of stuff that I think now's the time to just dive back in and start getting into that again. And to be perfectly honest, you can only do so many basic makeup tutorials before people just completely get fucking bored. So I think it's time to maybe expand what I do and maybe expand my channel a little bit, and maybe this could go in a completely different direction. If you have any ideas for looks that you would like to see, Halloween or otherwise, just leave your ideas in the comment section down below.
So that completes this look and this tutorial. If you like this video and you want to see more Halloween looks, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Tell all your friends about it, and I'll see you on the next one.